Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus, and this is the last round of Blue-Red Devotion and Pioneer. We are on the play, so let's take a look at what we got. We're up against Deadly Kick. Please do not Deadly Kick me. Oh, fuck. Alright. We'll keep this. Hopefully Apprentice can find us like a Nykthos or something. I don't think we want Oracle, but we probably are going to need the land. Not particularly happy to see that land, but we need something. And we're up against Bogles, it looks like. Maybe we can just get him with Trickster, I don't know. Our removal is not going to be very good against this deck. Yep. Please don't have another Ethereal Armor. They have another Ethereal. The first strike is kind of a big deal. You draw a card. Let's put Trickster in play. So we have two choices. We can either try to play Gadwick right now, invite them to attack again. Gadwick's not really going to do a whole lot though. The other plan might be try to get them to attack with this thing and then bounce this thing that gives it first strike. No, I actually need more lands, I think. Not going to attack here. Just fall. Alright. We can live with Sentinel Eyes, that's fine. If they have like something like that. They want to escape that, that works. Okay. Just don't have another aura, please. Because hopefully this will do the job. Alright, well we got rid of the Bogle, so that's a huge plus. And this thing can actually be dealt with. We have spells that can target this thing, so that's great. Alright, excellent. The scouts are the hardest thing to do. Fuck, he has another scout. Well, what are you gonna do? There's only so much you can do. Alright, fuck. I can either play Fae plus Sailor, or I can try to play this Brazen Borrower. I think it might be time to play Borrower. worth 2 devotion either way, but this is more damage in the air. Yeah, it's not great. I needed him not to have 2 of that. It's not the end of the world by any means, but it could be better. Okay, that's actually okay. So here's the thing, if they attack, I'll just play fucking Spectral Sailor and triple block this and it will die. I am more than willing to do that. Because right now it looks... Oh, he played a Pathway. Ugh. Now we can play the Sentinel Eyes on it. Now that option, that's not an option anymore. Although, that's a Griff Spoon. Okay, no, this is still an option. No, it's not, because I can kill 2 things now. I can kill this plus this, and then I only deal 1 damage to it. No, they don't want me to go on the counterattack. That's interesting. Well, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So do I want to play Sailor first or afterwards? I don't think it actually matters. No, if I play it first, it's free, so I want to play Gadwick here. Okay, this is actually good. So we have Borrower, so maybe we can attempt the same trick again. And bounce this and then use, like, anything to trade with this thing. Like, we can trade this Borrower with it. We're also close to the point where Fae of Wishes can start doing some stupid shit. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 devotion. My god. So that's 8. So we have 9 mana, so we're close to the point where Ugin can be a thing. This deck shouldn't really have a lot of removal either. I just need to not die. That's it. And these things are good at blocking the tokens, so... Okay, that's a problem. But it's a solvable problem. I can bounce the token and the armor goes away. I really need an answer to this thing, though. That's a problem, because now they're drawing like 2 cards a turn. Or, no, they're drawing 3 cards a turn, because they just have to cast like any aura, and now all of a sudden, yeah, they're... Fuck, alright. How do we live long enough to get to Ugin? I don't know if we can. What if we draw another Nykthos? That could actually work. I think we need to live and draw another Nykthos. Because this is too much for us to deal with fairly, I think. We will die to this. They put 1 card on top. That's bad news. So here's the thing. I could take 14 damage and just pray I draw another Nykthos. I could block this, take 7 and go to 9. But I'm still probably not in a great spot next turn. Does it change the math? If I go to 7 devotion here, it would be 7. If I draw Nykthos, that would be effectively plus 5, 12. I think I would still be okay. Not the card I wanted to see, but I can at least tap down these two dummies. I can get rid of this one, actually. I think I have to play this tapped. I use the trigger from this to tap this down, and I have to bounce this and then tank a hit from this thing. You know what? Maybe I was supposed to shock myself, because then I could actually do this now, play this Gadwick and get a bunch of stuff. That was a fuck up, probably. See how this goes once we get to attackers. We're not lost yet. We're getting close. If I can get to 12 mana, I can grant it for Ugin and then play it and then hopefully win from there. So I can just exile everything. But getting to 12 is the hard part right now, because we're only at... I need to, like, live this turn. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, this is... I'm at 8 mana here, so I can bounce something and then cast this. So bounce, tap, tap. Well, no, I have to actually, like, throw something in front of this, probably. Probably I was supposed to shock myself. Yeah. Because then I could at least, like, draw a card with this. I don't know if that would matter, but... Alright, this might be enough. Sure. So have here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9, 10, 11. If I draw a land, then I can do it. Taking a hit. Sure. Otherwise, well, I mean, Cyclonic Rift is also potentially an option. That's only 7 mana, so failing anything else, I can at least grant it into Cyclonic Rift. I'm gonna have to do that now. They're not gonna have mana to replay everything here. But yeah, this is what's gonna have to happen. Is there an alternative? I don't think so. Like, I don't think playing another Gadwick actually helps me here, so as much, I mean, maybe we can, you know, get to a point where we can do this next turn or something. But I think Cyclonic Rift is the way to go here. So they're not, yeah, they won't have mana to replay all of the cards. They'll have to discard a ton of them. I mean, we might be able to do something from there. I mean, at the very least, we get in a really big attack this turn. Nine, 10, 11, fuck, yeah. I don't know. Tap that. They just gave up. I don't think you had to give up there, but I think you had enough blockers. But I guess, all right, that was good enough. Okay, so we'll take that. Not gonna argue it. The Izzet Charm is okay. Actually, like, I don't know if I really want, like, I don't know if I want the counter spells here. Like, they're not that good, actually. Like, Wizard's Lightning is fine, but a lot of this stuff, like, still has hexproof anyway, so you're not going to kill it. Like, yeah, the Retort is only okay. I think Master Waves is pretty good here. The thing is, like, the Charm can counter most of the stuff. It's not, but it can also kill, like, SRAM, which is important. Maybe I don't need Oracle. It's okay to block. I could cut, like, Omen in the Sea as well. And bring in Retorts. On the draw, how much is it going to matter? It just sucks that it's not really a proactive thing to do. All right, we'll do it like this. I don't know if Oracle really does that much here. Fuck. As much as I would love to keep this, like, we can't cast either of these spells, so I guess we're gonna keep this and Retort on the bottom. Just try to play into a proactive Master Waves plan and hope that's enough. So they're probably playing SRAM here. Would be my guess. Hushbringer. Okay. That's a pretty big deal, actually. Yeah, I'm glad I kept the Izzet Charms in for that thing. It's only creatures, so... Alright. Play Omen on their turn. So I have to kill this thing. That's bad. Master Waves is now a do nothing. I didn't even realize they were going to side this in, so maybe I should have took some of these out. Alright, cool. It's gonna, whatever, this is probably just gonna get out of range of a burn spell anyway. Yeah. So maybe Brazen Borrower would be helpful. I don't know what's taking them so long. So I guess we want to Omen and try to find Borrower if we can. Or maybe even like Harbinger of the Tides would not be the worst. Yeah, obviously I'm not blocking. There's nothing else for them to do here, so... Season of Growth is very strong in their deck. It just lets them draw cards infinitely. Like, I know you have 15 minutes to burn, but you're tapped out and you have no more decisions left to make. It is kind of late, and I don't want this game to go longer than it has to. If you're gonna win, win. If you're gonna lose, lose. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not a fan of the delay. I don't mind it when there's like important decisions and calculations to be done, but there are none of those here. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the house is on fire or something. All right. Do. Anytime now. Maybe, I don't know, like, what could be happening that, like, you're just, I can't even imagine why you would just walk away. Didn't even say, like, be right back or anything, just poof, gone. I hope it's not me. I mean, the clock is ticking for them on my screen, so. Alright, he's back. Alright, we're doing this. Okay. Harbinger of the Tide seems pretty good. I think I want Harbinger on top. Alright. That's also pretty helpful. No, it's not, because it's not gonna fucking do it. Damn it! It doesn't work like that. Ah, oh mon dieu. It's not gonna bounce it because it doesn't have a fucking ETB ability. I should have put this in the bottom. Alright, no. Alright, so our plan is going to be with Fae of Wishes, get Wizard's Lightning or a Cyclonic Rift, something. Try to get rid of this thing quickly. That is bad. So we have 4 devotion, so we only have 5 mana right now. I think this means we're gonna die. This lightning is not gonna help me right now. So I'm gonna have to chump block this thing and pray that it'll work. Does this matter? Like, I guess it gets rid of that thing if they block. I don't think they have any reason to block here. Okay, fine. Really? You're attacking me with this? Do I care about going to 3? I think I'm taking this. Fuck 'em. I guess they just don't want to invest too much in it when I'm going to bounce it. And they know I'm going to bounce it. But I'm not going to block it if it's not going to kill me. Because I would much prefer to set up a turn where I can bounce it and use Master of Waves. So like this turn, I am very likely to play like Fae of Wishes. And then Merfolk Trickster, and after I block this thing. Set up some devotion. You can draw another land or 2. Might be okay. No! Fuck! No! The Master of Waves plan is not gonna work against that. Muff. God damn it. Alright, that's terrible. Ah, fuck. Alright. Nope. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to see how this goes. I should not have tapped the Steam Vents. I should have represented Izzet Charm. Okay, how are you going to attack? With both of these things. I still don't actually have to block. Or, I mean, I don't have to bounce it yet. I could just trade this Sailor with it, block here, and then play Merfolk Trickster to increase my devotion. It'll put me up to 4, and then maybe if I can draw another land. We're running out of time to screw around, though. I don't want them to just replay it. I guess that's my problem. Next turn I may just have to do it, though. They put Luris into their hand. Makes sense. Well, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not enough to do both of these. I'm going to have to bounce this and then probably block one of these things and take damage. My bag of tricks is running low. Actually, we'll do this. Okay. So you can play Luris now, but this ethereal armor is a problem. I don't have a way to get rid of this Hushbringer. Which means I'm probably going to have to block with the Fae of Wishes. They didn't play Luris. Interesting. So I'm not sure exactly what their plan is. I guess they're just trying to go wide here. Which might work, actually. I don't have to block this right now. No, I do, actually, because they're going to give it flying next turn. That's a problem. Well, I do believe that we are fucked. Alright. I can make them actually do it, at least. Alright. We're gonna bleed more seconds off of their clock in case it matters. They don't know I have a third blocker at the moment. They have to make this at least 2 power in order to win this turn. Otherwise I can just block, block, and block. Well, that'll do it. Maybe we'll leave them without enough time to win game 3, so that's our plan. Take away every precious second. Okay. They have 6.5 minutes for game 3. Alright, well that was not fun. So Hushbringer is a problem. So maybe we trim on some Master Waves here. Might actually want some of these Wizard's Lightning. Alright, let's do this. Get him. It was a very good sideboard card to bring in. For sure. Alright. We'll see. That game... Yeah, I don't know. It was like 7 minutes, right? So it could be close. Especially if they don't keep like a terribly great hand. What the fuck happened here? I would love to play first. Oops. There we go. Actually, I think I can keep this. If they play Hushbringer, I'm just going to bounce it with Borrower and then hold up Retort. Not this time. Okay. Alright. Same plan. See if we can ambush him with Trickster. If not, we'll just flash in Borrower. That's okay. Probably not. I'm assuming they held a bunch of stuff in hand. Could really use a land this turn. Like another island would be great. Put Luris in hand, that's fine. It's less than ideal, but I guess the plan still works here. So if he doesn't put anything else on this, like, can potentially just play Sailor, bounce this thing, and then trade with it. Otherwise, I'm content to just play Trickster and Sailor. Okay. Interesting. You're going to give it flying. Is he going to sit on defense or is he going to attack? No. It is going to attack. Alright. Take it. Now we're in, we have some interesting things going on. I have 7 mana available here. So that's options to either flash in Harbinger and Borrower, or I could could use Borrower to bounce something, like draw a card. We'll see how this goes. Another one of these is not helping our cause, actually. Okay. These scry triggers are going to really hurt them. We're running out of options. I'm gonna have to start chump blocking these things. So let's see, right now we're at 6 devotion. So I go to 8, which would be enough to play Borrower plus Harbinger. Or maybe I will just draw another card. That's bad. Alright, well that has to be blocked. Okay. I think you were supposed to play this thing. Can play Leyline this turn. And then probably draw another card. I have another Borrower on standby. We're getting to the point where we have to start blocking a lot of this stuff, though. Alright, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8 right now, so that's enough to draw. And then I'm going to have to start blocking very aggressively. I really want to draw one more card. The problem is, like, this is going to be... I have to take this, and I'm going to have to block like everything else. So that's 1, 2... At least 2 things that are going to have flying that I need to block. And I have to do that, so... I have 1, 2, 3, potentially 4. I think I could actually draw one more card here. So I still have Trickster for here, and Harbinger for here. If they put something on this Hushbringer, I'm actually in a lot of trouble. So I have another Borrower I can throw in front of it if I need to. Okay. I need to find something, though. That's the problem. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bleed their clock all the way down. Lyris having flying is not great. Take one and just hold these back. Alright, that's it. We lose. Alright, well, that was rough. We didn't really have a lot to, like, in that last game against them. I don't know. Like, I think it was okay, but, like, you know, the Wizards' Lightning weren't amazing. The Hushbringers were, like, devastating against the deck, so... We have not been on a fucking good streak the last, like, couple weeks, I gotta say. And that's actually kind of frustrating to me, because, like... I think the problem is, like, Modern and Pioneer are both super open right now, so playing, like, a lot of, like, blue tempo-y strategies is, like, incredibly difficult in, like, that kind of field, so... I don't know what it is we have to do, but, like, I honestly don't feel very good about, like, Devotion or Merfolk at the moment. And you would think, like, yeah, like, one of our biggest enemies went away, but like, with Teferi and Pioneer, but actually... The format needs to, like, coalesce a little bit more, and then we can try to play a little, like, yeah, we can play, like, a little bit tighter list, but, like, the fact that the leagues are already wildly random, in addition to, like, the formats being, like, completely ripped open, so, like, everything is being, you know, tried around, it's just, like, difficult to come up with a plan that, like, encompasses everything, so... I have no idea what the hell the correct thing to do is, but, like, this is another, like, frustrating, like, 2-3 for this. And I think that there's something, like, there is something here. I don't know. Maybe Omen of the Sea is wrong. But I don't know what else we can play. I think this card was fine. Like, fuck, the Hushbringer is, like, super difficult to deal with. I want to put more of these in the deck, but, like, it just doesn't... we need, like, some kind of sweeper or something that can actually, like, do what we need it to do. I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to play with, like, some blast zones or something. Wouldn't be, like, unreasonable to, like, have blast zones on one... I mean, I could get behind that idea. That might be a way to go instead of, like, relying on a bunch of spot removal. Because, like, the SRAM decks and, like, you know, the Bogles deck there, like, it plays, like, a lot of, like, 1 and 2 drops, and are, like, yeah, we have a bunch of 2s, but cracking Blast on a 1 is not that bad for us, so maybe that's what we have to do. I'm not sure. I really don't have the answer to this, like... Maybe, I don't know, maybe we just, like, go back to playing blue-green and just say completely fuck trying to interact with people, because we live in an era of Magic where, like, trying to interact with people is the dumbest thing you could be doing, and you should just have some sort of, like, stupid proactive plan that just blows up everything. The problem is I don't think this Mystic Reflection plan with Master Waves is good enough, because there's way too much stuff that can actually, like, interrupt it, and it's just super fragile, and I don't really want to rely on that too much, so... I don't know, but at least with, like, Risen Reef, even if they kill it, you've still gotten value out of it, so maybe that's the way to go. And maybe we just play, like, more mana ramp stuff with it. I do think that, like, you know, ideally this deck does want something like Izzet Charm in it. I think this is really important, but it just wasn't the answer that we needed for this league, so... it's frustrating. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what to do with this yet. I have to wait and find out, but this is, yeah. Look, I'm not going to hide failure from you, alright? That I've made that very clear that, you know, I know a lot of people will just, like, abandon content, like, oh, well, you know, this didn't go too well, so I'm just going to fuck it. No. On this channel, you get the full fucking experience, so if we're trying something and it doesn't work, you're going to see it not work, because that's a really important part of how to, like, figure out deck construction for your archetype. You have to, like, actually... see what works and what doesn't, and, like, sometimes even if it's just acknowledging that things are just wildly fucking out of your control, and maybe it's some combination of those things, but we'll have to go back and look at it. But anyway, that's all I've got for this week, so yeah, that's it. I will see you again next week. Take it easy, everyone.